Week 7 is already pretty crazy because we already have so many teams on bye, but it got even crazier with so many players that are also injured, and none more important than that of Alex Collins, who was already filling in for Chris Carson, who was placed on the IR last week. The Seahawks already saw what life was without Chris Carson in week 1. Alex Collins got a lot of work. He also showed up on the injury report this week and is actually currently listed as questionable. And it's going to be tough because it's hard to really assess how to evaluate Alex Collins in week 7, considering that Rashad Penny also just got lifted out of the IR for the Seattle Seahawks and is expected to play. And secondly, they're also playing the New Orleans Saints, who have been a great run defense. So this matchup isn't really the most intriguing, but considering that we are in week 7 and we are in a situation where you don't have probably most of your players available, Alex Collins may be one of those players that you may have to play as a desperate pinch going into week 7, but it's going to be tough because Seattle may also rely heavy on other running backs that they have there, like DJ Dallas and Travis Homer, also go along with Rashad Penny. So I'm playing Alex Collins, but it's not going to be the most fun. I'm not going to be the most confident because, well, Alex Collins, like I said, he was heavily utilized last week, but there's so many players that could also fill in. So for me, I would fade away from Alex Collins, but this is by apocalypse, so you may not even have a choice but to play him. So if you have him, best of luck. Hopefully it falls into the end zone for you. At least make the outing a little bit solid for you. Next one we're going to be going over is one of the players I actually have, which is Kenny Gallaudet for the New York Giants. He also was rolled out for week 7 along with teammate Kadarius Toney, which means that Sterling Shepard is maybe the only wide receiver that's going to be getting all the lone targets. However, he also showed up on the injury report as a game time decision. So this is going to be tough considering that he's still suffering through that hamstring, and these hamstring injuries actually are very common, getting re-aggravated. So be sure to stay tuned on what happens with Sterling Shepard this upcoming week. And then also we're going to be going over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who are going to see what life is going to be like without Antonio Brown as well as Rob Gronkowski. Both have already been ruled out. This will be Rob Gronkowski's 4th game out with that rib injury, and Antonio Brown was ruled out yesterday on Friday with the ankle injury that plagued him. And then lastly, we have already a pretty thin running back room with the Baltimore Ravens, but Latavius Murray, he's been ruled out with an ankle injury. And we also have Sammy Watkins, who will also be out with a thigh injury. So expect more target share for that of Marquis Brown. And I don't know what to really make out of that Baltimore Ravens backfield. You could probably see Devontae Freeman getting in the mix, which shouldn't be the most ideal. But yeah, we'll see how that pans out. So expect a good amount of target share there for Marquis Brown going into week number 7. If you made it to the very end of this video, thank you so much. It means the world to me that you made it this far. Listen, I encourage you to hit that like button. Be sure to also hit the subscribe, and be sure to check out any of the other videos I have on this channel. As always, best of luck to you this weekend in week number 7, and keep it 100.